Hey everybody, welcome to Sports Check. Today we're talking Ryan Braun, Tiger Woods, and that troublesome Johnny Manziel. They're all a bunch of liars, but the truth will set you free. This is your Sports Check. I already know what you're gonna say. You can shut your dirty mouth. It's a fairly new concept many people should practice, especially if you're full of pixie dust. Anyway, nobody likes a liar. But, as we all know, there's levels to this lying thing. Of course I can keep a secret! I just wasn't feeling well. I'll start my workout next week. Of course I know how to fix the kitchen sink. How hard could it possibly be? Hey, I'll stay. I swear, the check is in the mail. Come on, girl, you know I don't stay with my parents. I'm a grown man.
Seth, the meatloaf's ready!
But here recently, some athletes have taken their skills to a completely different level. So today we visit the upper echelon. Those that have placed themselves among the great pantheon of truth stretchers, if you will. So how's it hanging, Tiger Woods? It's not that Tiger lied recently, but he lied to his wife, which some people would argue is exponentially worse. And the streak of bad luck or relative mediocrity since his scandal can't be ignored. But I've been over this before. Tiger's career is over, like Bob Saget, or Paul Abdul, or Flavor Flav. No, wait, they keep on bringing him back. Nice pool sticks, buddy. But back to Tiger, whose noticeable lack of poise on Sundays is becoming more and more predictable. It's almost like he starts to have visions of some lady running onto the green and whacking him with a golf club when he's not looking. Not sure where that's coming from. So clearly the consequences and risk far outweigh the rewards of lying. Unless you're an elected official. Or Ryan Braun. Speak of the devil, Ryan Braun may be the worst kind of liar. A person that looks you straight in the face, lies, and does it with a smile. Without batting an eyelash. I'd compare it to a McDonald's employee who hands your kid a Happy Meal like, "This won't send you spiraling into childhood obesity, little fella." It takes a special kind of douche to do that. And Ryan Braun is happy to oblige. Braun won the National League MVP in 2011 after a stellar season, but in which he never led a single statistical category. 'Cause, you know, that happens. Following the season, Braun tested positive for PEDs in October, and the story leaked in December before he was to receive his MVP trophy. Awkward! After appealing his suspension, Braun was later cleared after his lawyers discovered that his urine sample hadn't immediately been sent to the lab, which is required by Major League Baseball's testing policy. Wouldn't want the sample to get old and start sprouting traces of PEDs, 'cause, you know, that happens. And Mr. Braun didn't mind letting us know just how difficult this whole ordeal had been.
I've tried to handle the entire situation with honor, with integrity, with class, with dignity, and with professionalism because that's who I am, and that's how I've always lived my life. If I had done this intentionally or unintentionally, I'd be the first one to step up and say, I did it. By no means am I perfect, but if I've ever made any mistakes in my life, I've taken responsibility for my actions. I truly believe in my heart, and I would bet my life that this substance never entered my body at any point.
At this point, he's either completely innocent, or he just really enjoys setting himself up. Either way, Mr. Discount Double Check is not amused. So after being seemingly exonerated, Ryan enjoyed another great year in 2012, signed a $100 million contract, and for a brief time, everything seemed at peace. Then, the other shoe fell. And it was filled with PEDs. Braun's name, along with the names of many pro athletes, were found in records belonging to Biogenesis, a clinic in Miami suspected of selling PEDs to athletes since 2009. But don't worry everyone, it's Ryan to the rescue!
A lot of people here. I assume I know why everybody's here. I've already addressed everything related to the Miami situation. I addressed it in spring training. I will not make any further statements about it. The truth has not changed. I don't know the specifics of the story that came out today, but I've already addressed it. I've already commented on it, and I'll say nothing further about it. So I hope that you guys can respect that, as I said in spring training. Thanks.
And Pinocchio's nose just grew a bird's nest. To make a long story short, the evidence mounted became undeniable, and Ryan caved just like the others. Well, at least he isn't alone. He's just an idiot. With company. Perhaps the biggest news from this scandal is the names of pro and amateur athletes ranging from the NFL to the NBA to pro boxing and tennis, all named in the biogenesis report. Looks like I might have a part 2 in the works. And in case you didn't know, training camps began this week. Football! Football! And the coaches poll just came out. That's more exhausting than you think. You know what else is exhausting? Lying. But when you gotta tell them over and over and over on SportsCenter, First Take, SEC Media Days, and Talking Football, getting winded yet, Johnny?
Absolutely not.
Don't worry, there's still time. Back in mid-July, Manziel attended the Manning Passing Academy in Thibodaux, Louisiana, but mysteriously left after just a day and a half. Well, left is a nice way of putting it. Turns out Johnny was actually asked to leave the camp, and rumors swirled about him missing his morning meetings and falling asleep in others. Naughty, naughty! Early reports said he left due to sickness and dehydration. Oh, he was sick all right. Manziel later said he overslept. Ah, young Jonathan, already a master of the half-truth. But why did you oversleep? Archie Manning knows. Manziel had been spotted on Friday night in New Orleans on Bourbon Street till about 4 a.m. and somehow the coaches got word. Guess that explains the dehydration. I visited this Bourbon Street they speak of, and from what I saw, if you aren't drinking at 4 a.m., it's because you're passed out next to the smoking man baby. And Archie Manning knows this, so after learning of Manziel's whereabouts, invited the young Heisman to tell him what really happened. Get ready for the big surprise! According to a source inside the camp, Johnny didn't come clean, so Manning promptly sent him packing. But the embarrassment wasn't enough, and the Manziel family continued to play the sick and exhausted card. Here comes the other shoe! Not long after, news broke that A&M was encouraging Johnny to tell the whole truth behind the incident. A reasonable request, Mr. Football?
Absolutely not.
Well, we tried. But, like all white lies, this one will catch up to Johnny too. He just better pray it doesn't happen on the football field. Alright everybody, that's the show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment below the video on Facebook or YouTube. Twitter! So, until next time, I'm Seth Hagan. This has been your Sports Check. Later. So, Coach, when were you going to tell me about this Sports Check?